Hello everyone, this is Giovany and welcome to my YouTube channel, Backyard Pictures. Today I'm doing another backyard horror flick talk from outside of an insane asylum near a busy street as I continue my special Halloween themed podcast style video. This horror flick talk will be all about slasher films. This includes the Scream series, Michael Myers films, Jason films, Texas Chainsaw movies, FREDDY movies, CHUCKY, and the original slasher, Psycho. We give our thoughts of the films and talk about our first experiences with them. Before we get started though, I'm doing another horror themed Funko. You get to pick which horror icon from a list. Check out the description of the video for details. But in order to win, you of course must be a subscriber to my YouTube channel, Backyard Pictures, have a mailing address within the United States, and I'm doing something a little different. Throughout the video, I will drop 3 Halloween themed sounds. In order for you to win, you would have to message me through email or through Instagram at Backyard Flicks and describe the 3 sounds. Do not comment them in the video section, as you would be allowing everyone else to get the answers. You want to have the upper hand on winning this Funko, right? So today I'm being joined by Alex.
Hello.
Jessica.
Hello.
Brian.
What's up?
And Jacob.
Hey.
So the very first film series that we're going to talk about is the Scream series that originally came out in 1996, directed by Wes Craven, who is now dead. That's where we get the Ghostface killer. So starting off with Alex, what are your thoughts on the whole Scream series?
I've only seen the first one. I think I've seen part of the second. Yeah, I've seen parts of the second one.
We just saw it.
Well, besides that.
Oh, okay.
But I like them. I like them because they're kind of self-aware and they're clever. So it's unique. That's what I like about that. But I mean,
what was your experience with the first time you saw Scream? Like, did someone already ruin it for you? Did somebody already spoil it to you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, by the time I saw it, it was spoiled to me. But I mean, when you're a kid, obviously any mask is scary. So I mean, I dressed up as the Ghostface killer a few times for Halloween. But
Who hasn't? I mean, I did too.
I haven't.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that fucks that up.
Thank you.
So when I first saw Scream, someone already spoiled it to me.
That's
So
fast.
somebody told me who the killer is,
Man.
so I was like invested like maybe half an hour in there already, and then someone walked in, they're like, "Oh, that's the killer!"
Oh my god, are you
God.
serious? Like just some stranger in the theater,
I'd be like, now I'm
Someone
the
you
killer.
know?
I'm gonna kill you.
Nope, it was a family member who did that, and
That's horrible.
I guess he didn't understand the concept of spoiling
was
something.
it Danny?
Yeah,
or? Yeah.
yeah, it was him.
What year did this movie come out?
96.
This came out in 1996, and I think I watched it like a year after the movie came out.
Wow. So then you deserve to have it spoiled for you.
No, but I mean, like,
You blockbusted
I didn't know who the killer was.
I know, but
It's hard when you're like a kid to try to get into like an R-rated horror movie.
Yeah, that too, and
Sometimes
we
you have
were
to wait till
younger
it
and
comes
stuff
out.
like that.
that's
And
true. I was like 6 years old.
so, how about you, Jessica? What are your thoughts on the Scream series
I
overall?
think that they're really good. Not all of them, but they're really good. Only because like the first one terrified me. It was
Really?
like- yeah. It was like, well, I don't know how old I was when I saw it, but it's like Drew Barrymore is just having a good time making a popcorn, and then she gets a call, and like it's so scary.
Yeah, that was the first time that I saw, like, the marketing of this movie was pretty good too,
Yeah.
because when you see the poster of the Scream movies, they show Drew Barrymore like as one of like the
It's,
the
like,
lead.
super misleading.
Yeah, right. So there's like, oh, she's one of the lead characters. She's not gonna die.
Yeah.
And then she gets fucking.
They make you
Murdered
think
within
it's
the
this
first
whole
5
other thing.
minutes.
Yeah, like in the first
Yeah,
10
she got like
minutes.
cut up in the first like 10 minutes of the movie, and then in Scream 2 with what's her face, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh,
She was on the cover of the poster too. She was on the main, ads, the main marketing and all that shit. And then
Yeah.
she got her ass cut too
Yeah.
in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
yeah.
So,
You don't really know which direction they're going with it.
right.
And this was like one of the first movies that ever had a twist ending for me. Too.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people were expecting like a typical slasher movie when they saw this, like Jason or Halloween or anything. And it was kind of a good surprise, especially for the time, because it was like an original, fresh idea.
This might have been like my first slasher movie, besides Chucky, if that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When did Chucky?
that one scarred the crap out of me.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Brian, what are your thoughts on the Scream series overall, and then your experience when you first saw Scream?
I saw it as a little kid, and I really liked them. Of course, going to the movies to see like the second one or the third one, it was always like just excited to see who the killer was because it was always such a big mystery. So you're watching the movie and they give you like the obvious ones. Like watching it now, like older, it's not the same as when I saw it as a kid. So I really enjoyed it as a kid, but watching it now, they're a little bit cheesy. I do like that they're self-aware. Like the character that what's that guy's name?
Which one? David Arquette?
No, the guy that's like knows all about like movies.
Oh, can't remember his name now. Kennedy. I know his last name's
Adam
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Yeah, there you go.
So Adam Kennedy was like probably my favorite character in the movie because he tells everyone what's going to happen or how it's going to work, and in the second one, he tells you about sequels too.
Right.
And this was a really good sequel.
Yep. I think that is my favorite Scream movie.
The second one?
Scream 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it.
Jacob, how about you? Your thoughts on the Scream series overall, and then your first experience with a Scream movie?
I think the Scream movies are pretty fun movies to watch. They're not scary for me, but it's cool little guessing game if you haven't seen it. But the first time I saw Scream was spoiled by me, or
It was also spoiled.
spoiled for me by
Yeah.
someone.
He spelled it right
Yeah.
himself.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah.
Shit, I know this.
We are close to an insane asylum.
No, I agree with you. I forgot to mention that to me it's more like a thriller. It's like a really good thriller.
I don't think it's a scary movie
Right.
because right off the bat you get the point that it's self-aware, and the characters in it know that they're self-aware, so it's not really scary. It points in a direction where you think it's gonna go, and it kind of twists it because it knows. Yeah.
It's definitely a really fun movie to watch in the theaters.
All right, so the next slasher film series that we're going to talk about is the Michael Myers Halloween series. Originally was released in 1978, and now we're having a new film coming out on October 19th, which is going to ignore basically all of the Halloween movies except the first one. My favorite Halloween film was the third one, The Season of the Witch.
Oh fuck.
Halloween.
Exactly.
I think
He was making sure we're paying attention.
I think I've only ever seen
Got you, Jill.
the first one.
No.
Really?
I've
Never
seen-
the second one?
No, obviously the best one's always going to be the first one,
Oh, I saw that
obviously.
horrible one with like the white horse and like.
That's the Rob Zombie.
Talk about that one.
Okay, I was like, what the hell is even happening right now? It's not nearly tracking up.
The Rob Zombie remake.
I like the one with Busta Rhymes.
Alien Resurrection. I mean, not
Alien.
I mean, Halloween Resurrection.
Alien.
Oh my god, dude.
They get in like in a fist fight, right?
Halloween Resurrection. I saw the movie once, and that's enough. That's,
Never again.
Although I like
Which movie?
Halloween Resurrection. The one with
I saw that one once.
that one time.
With Busta Rhymes.
With Busta Rhymes. Now, if you go to Halloween H2O, then we have LL Cool J.
Oh my god.
Wait, that guy was good.
No, that wasn't bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Halloween 20 years later.
I thought it was like water based. I don't know.
Did you guys?
This is a water movie?
Yeah, H2O. It happens
Is
on a
Aquaman
boat
in it?
or something. I don't know.
Michael Myers.
Yeah, on a boat.
He's a shark.
Yeah. Nowhere to go.
All right, so Alex, what are your thoughts overall over the Halloween series, and what was your experience with the first time you saw a Halloween movie?
If we're talking about the whole thing, I think I mentioned before that one of my guilty pleasures is Halloween 2, Rob Zombie. We're talking about all of Halloween, okay?
It hurts so good.
Yeah, but
Worst
I like the first one. The first one's perfect. The second one I liked, and I haven't seen anything after that, so I can't say. But I like the second one. I like the first one. That's obviously the best one. But I'm looking forward to this new one coming out.
Did you think they were scary though?
Not really.
Michael Myers was scary.
No.
Bullshit.
Not really.
It's the scariest motherfucker.
Alright.
How about you, Jessica?
I think from what I've seen, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of the Halloween movies.
Oh,
I think that
Jacob.
out of all the serial murder slasher guys, he's like the most boring. I personally, if I saw him, I think I'd be like, you're like a big guy, but like I wouldn't be like, oh my god, like this is terrifying.
You think you could outrun him?
Wait, is he
Well,
a big
just,
guy?
Like, walks and catches you, so it's like
He finds a way to fucking catch you
run
somehow.
through the
Is he a big guy in the
squares.
original ones?
6 feet.
He's not that big. I think you're thinking about like Rob Zombie, where he's like fucking 12 feet
That's
tall.
another thing. It's like there's so many like remakes and.
Oh,
it's
fuck
like,
a rat.
Don't do that. You scared me. So many like remakes and like stuff like that I like can't keep up, and then I just like stop caring. And I just don't think that he's scary. I don't think his kills are very scary. They're just gross.
So you're not
scary.
So you're not interested in the new Halloween movie that's coming out?
No, because it's all just like, oh, I'm gonna run and hide.
Which ones have you seen?
Like the first one.
When did you see it?
Zombie
How long ago?
I don't know.
Oh, you didn't like the Rob Zombie, the first one?
I don't like any of them.
Well, I heard the second one. I haven't seen the second one, but I heard the second one was like beyond terrible.
One of the worst movies I've
But
ever seen.
I like the first one.
The second one.
The one with the white horse. Because then I just remember watching that and I was like,
That's
dude,
probably why you don't like
I
it,
want my
because you
money
saw
back.
that.
She saw the bad one.
Yeah,
No, but I seen like the original.
No, he's seen the
too,
original, yeah.
Like with an open mind, like okay, got this, and then I was like, I could take them.
Brian, what about your thoughts?
For the time, for the
Even then,
78.
I didn't think it was that.
Brian, your thoughts on the Halloween series, and if you can recall your first experience in a Michael Myers movie.
Sure, it's my favorite slasher movies. Halloween, favorite slasher villain. I remember watching it as a kid, and we had these neighbors that were assholes. They're pretty funny though, but they wore this Michael Myers mask and they hid behind us while we were watching the movie.
Holy shit!
It scared the fuck out of us. So we're pretty traumatized by it. Just visually seeing him and knowing what what he stands for.
You weren't babysat, right?
I'm sorry.
You weren't being babysat.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Oh,
Go
you're
ahead.
talking about the first
Go
one?
ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
I really like Donald Pleasant. He's like probably the best character in it. The psychiatrist, the psychologist, whatever.
Yeah.
He's talking about his dark eyes. That's pretty good stuff. I really like nails it.
Yeah, they really saved their pennies to hire that guy too for the original because he was like the big, significant actor
So
in
the
that
budget
movie.
was like 300,000.
Yeah, it's a
He was,
really-
like a good chunk of it.
Yeah, a big chunk was like, well, let's get Donald
Well, it was
whatever.
fucking worth it. I mean,
So,
How much did they pay?
and they only had like so much time because they could only afford so much time with him. So they need to like shoot all the films, all the footage like real quick.
it's fucking awesome. That guy's the shit. But it's one of like the most profitable movies of all time. So
Yeah,
for the
especially at the time.
that's why they
Especially.
brought him back.
Jacob, how about you? Your thoughts on the Halloween series and your experience the first time you saw a Michael Myers movie?
Pretty much what Brian said. I was introduced to it at a young age, and I remember Brian had a mask of it, which I ended up ripping.
Oh, you ripped it?
Remember, I was putting it on to rip the chin off.
No, he ripped it because he was
He ripped
scared.
it because he was scared.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this man.
No, I was putting it on. I ripped the chin off an accident. Anyways, about my own later. But yeah, I was introduced at a young age, and yeah, still my favorite one. The score for it is perfect.
The score, yeah.
I don't know. I just gets to me every time.
All right, so the next film series we're going to talk about is the Jason Voorhees or the Friday the 13th films. So, of course, that is the big creepy guy with the hockey mask with the giant, fucking machete or some shit.
Yeah.
So they made, I think it's like 12 films. They should probably make another one, so that is 13 of them, right? It will make a lot of sense. And, I actually had a mask of Jason when I was younger, so that I was the one who had the Jason mask. You guys had the Michael Myers mask, and I had the Jason mask. The Friday the 13th movies are not really that good. When you really think about, quality, they're not good. So, Alex, your thoughts on the Friday the 13th series, Jason Voorhees in particular, and what you recall seeing the very first Jason movie ever?
I think this I remember like actually getting scared when I saw like the Jason movies. Same thing with like Freddy. Michael Myers never really scared me, but about the movies, I think they're like just bare bones slasher movies, like as basic as it gets. And I like the character, and my favorite of them clearly is Jason X.
Jason X,
Yes.
of course. Fucking crappiest fucking Jason movie ever.
It's the best one, dude.
It has
Goes
its
in
funny moments.
space.
I'll give you that. It's definitely funny.
I like it because it's still Jason, but it's so ridiculous that's hilarious and fun
Jason
to watch.
2.0 upgrade.
Yeah, he gets upgraded and
Wasn't
fights
that,
in space.
wasn't
in
there like
space
some
and shit.
fucking robot that was fucking fighting Jason? Some fucking girl that's like
Oh yeah.
fucking bot.
Yeah.
That movie's fucking ridiculous. Anyways, Jessica, what are your thoughts on Friday the 13th and the Jason movies, and if you recall your first experience with the Jason movie?
That's the one with the lake, right?
Yeah.
Crystal
Okay,
Lake.
yeah, okay. I feel like, I don't know. They're all kind of meshed together for me. They're not very memorable. I don't think they're very scary. They're just gross. It's like Saw. Like, Saw's not scary. It's just gross. Like,
I think Saw is just like to
like,
shock.
they're like, we're gonna crush your head in with my hands, or I'm gonna machete your face. Like, I'm not like scared of that. It's like,
That's the newer
it's
ones.
just nasty.
Yeah, they started getting like more gory
Yeah.
as the movies moved on. And
Like the first one was really good.
Like, I feel like it does have moments where it's like pretty suspenseful when you're like, oh my god, run, oh my god.
and then they started to getting more like
Yeah.
supernatural,
Yeah,
like he has
no,
fucking powers and all
I
this
feel
shit.
like it doesn't really know what it wants to be.
It's going to space.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah.
He gets frozen
You
and the
did
technology
Yeah. Don't
evolves.
even try to make it logic out of it.
So I'm like, I don't really like it either.
Brian, your thoughts?
Ski mask coming out of the fucking lake, fucking big ass machete.
You're fucked.
Just fucking shit up. Like, that guy's a shit, dude. You're camping and Jason's coming after
No,
you.
you're fucked.
You're fucked.
There's
And not even in a cool
There's
way.
really nothing you can do
like
to stop him.
Michael Myers will probably stab you and you're like, oh, it's like a little dramatic. Fucking Jason Voorhees will slash you up, dude.
Wait, so I don't remember. Is Jason fast?
Hell yeah.
I think he
There
teleports.
was one movie
Oh,
where
that
he
was
was,
one movie.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's fucking supernatural elements in
let's
this
say he
bitch.
doesn't teleport, let's say he doesn't run fast. It's still scary as fuck.
He's just there and he's gonna fuck
And
you
if
up.
you find like a room with no exits, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Is that
Jacob.
the one with Paris Hilton?
Excuse me?
Oh
No.
my
That
God.
one with Paris Hilton?
I think that's House of Wax.
House of Wax.
Oh, sorry.
You like
I
that
said
one?
camping.
But that was bad.
That was fucking whack as fuck.
Chad Michael Murray. Just
yeah.
saying.
Is that what you're thinking about?
No. Vibe.
Jacob, your thoughts on Friday the 13th series and Jason Voorhees overall and your first experience with Jason?
My first experience with Jason was just watching the trailers come on AMC for like the Halloween Fest.
Oh, okay.
They show him a lot. I don't know, he looked creepy in one of those promos. So I watched like part 6 one night when I was like 10 years old. And that shit scared the shit out of me.
Is that the one where he goes to New York?
No,
No, that's the 8th one.
that one
Holy
sucks.
fuck, how many are there?
There's 12 now.
Yeah, the one he goes to New York was not good.
Fuck no,
that's
it's
not even
not.
fun to watch. It's kind
It
of
was
boring.
not good. There's a lot like I said,
Jason goes to
there's
New
a lot
York.
that kind of like
Jason X is funny.
Jason X
Jason
is
Takes
fun.
Manhattan is fucking just bad. It's fucking horrible. Alright, so the next film series is going to be the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface. I think he is... I mean, I like Jason. He's probably my number one, but I think up there is going to be Leatherface because I just think he like it could be a character
It's
that
real.
could be real, right? Yeah, so it could be someone out there doing this shit, like for real. And then he seems to be pretty fast, and just the fact that someone's following you with a fucking chainsaw, that in itself is just fucking creepy as fuck. Like if he were to come towards me,
Would you shit your pants?
I don't even know if I would even try to run at that
I
point.
know, I just be like, take me.
I'd be like, yeah, I'm fucked anyway, so I'm gonna just
Take it
fucking...
fast.
I was
Just-
fucking around.
Is that your number one creepiest for you?
No, I think it's still Jason because I like the character more, but there's more scary
Well, yeah,
elements to Leatherface.
because it can be real.
Right. Alex, your thoughts?
So, talking about if it being real, am I wrong, or was
Edgy.
something based on a true story?
It's
I think it's
very
very
loosely, right?
Skin part, I think.
Very
It's like
loosely.
The Silence
Yeah.
of the Lambs is loosely based.
Yeah, I think it's just some guy who
And there's
did
no
something with...
Leatherface out there.
Right, but I mean,
And
if it's loosely based off something, then it's not like Jason or fucking
Michael
Freddy.
Myers,
worth
Freddy and
bullshit.
Jason, no, but Michael Myers and Leatherface.
But think about
look
it.
realistic characters, like you can believe that.
Like
Going down in
Leatherface has like a skin condition, right?
His face is fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's like a big thing.
and he harvests skin from like other people,
Yeah.
and then he's like kind of sick in the head. So, I mean, this can be a little bit more. The fuck? What the fuck?
Keep going.
Rude.
Since this can be a little bit more real, I think this is more creepy. Because
Yeah.
you can see yourself in that situation. You can't fucking see yourself with Jason in space.
You
Yeah.
can see yourself with Michael Myers though too, right?
My experience
Okay,
with...
but who are you gonna be more scared of? Michael Myers or fucking Leatherface is gonna come cut your skin off?
Well,
Leatherface.
Yeah, he's not
I
just
mean,
gonna kill
I'm
you.
kind of jumping over her right now, but as far as like scenarios, I would much rather be in every other scenario than Leatherface in the Texas.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Your Michael Myers universe, he comes in and he kills you, like, fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait. So my experience with Leatherface is this. So last year at Horror Nights, we're at one of the mazes, and we were getting in line to enter a maze, and then I turned around or whatever, and then I saw that someone was in front of me, so I thought there was some big guy in front of me in line for the fucking maze, and then it fucking turns around, it's fucking Leatherface,
And you hear the fucking chainsaw.
and the fucking chainsaw, right? I was like, oh shit.
You're like, and this is how we die.
So that was cool because I thought it was just one of us, right, in line with the maze,
Yeah.
and it was Leatherface.
But of all of them, I think Leatherface is probably my favorite because he seems more real, especially since it's based off something that actually happened. And
Kind of.
Very loosely.
but obviously
Very
very loosely.
Inspired.
But it can be something that's real. It's not like supernatural shit.
Okay.
Jessica?
I think that those movies are actually pretty good. They were really scary. Even the original's really scary, I think. With like all those like hippie kids.
And it's like
And-
one of the first slashers, right? Like
Yeah,
it's like in the 70s.
I think it might be the first.
The
slasher.
first one?
No.
It's pretty scary.
Oh, Psycho.
And like you said,
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's more scary because it feels like it could possibly happen, and it's like very psychological. You know what I mean? Like, what is he thinking? Like, his motive is he wants to wear you. Like, that's terrifying. He doesn't want to kill you. He wants to like, kill you and wear you. That's horrible. So I don't know. I think that's more terrifying because it's more of like a psychological thing.
Brian, your thoughts? Or additional
The first one's actually the best one. Like,
Yeah.
that's one of the best horror movies ever made.
I think so.
It's one of the most terrifying movies I've ever seen.
The show.
Like I was saying earlier, if you're gonna put yourself in a scenario where you're either in Michael Myers' universe and he kills you because you're kind of in the way or whatever, it's kind of quick or whatever. And you have Jason Voorhees, you're out partying in the lake, you know, you get most of those characters are getting laid. And he comes in, yeah, it's horrifying, but it's quick. No, Leatherface, you're fucking driving in this like
In the middle of fucking nowhere,
middle of
Texas.
fucking nowhere.
And he like keeps you alive.
In the Texas desert.
Yeah, and he
The
tortures
weirdest
you.
fucking people.
He keeps you alive and like.
He needs
And
your
he's
arm.
fucking chasing you, screaming and swinging his
Oh, yeah, he's
chainsaw.
screaming
He
so
sounds like a fucking pig, and he's got like
Slicing, cutting pieces off
other
you.
human skin on his face. Like that's just terrifying. And like I said, the first one was my favorite one. But when did the remake come out with?
2003 with
Three.
Jessica Biel.
That one was actually really good too.
That one was really good.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, it was
Really good.
scary.
Big fan.
Jacob, your thoughts on Leatherface and the Chainsaw Massacre series?
I thought the 03 remake was badass, not really scary, but the original one actually does scare me a bit when I think about the actual Leatherface. And that one, he scares me the most. Even though Michael's my favorite, Leatherface scares me the most. Like that one, fuck that.
Yeah, because we have like our favorite horror icons, but then we have our favorites as far as scary, the ones that are actually frightening or
Well,
whatever.
to clarify, if you're talking about horror characters, the worst for me is Reagan from The Exorcist.
I was about to say
But
that.
worst slasher
Yeah.
kind of figure, yeah, definitely Leatherface.
Leatherface.
You don't want to fuck with that shit.
Yeah, hell no.
I mean, to scare you, Reagan, but who's gonna fuck you up?
Probably
Reagan.
Reagan too, yeah. Fuck your ass
Remember
up,
he
twist your
twists
neck
your
out,
neck
fucking
and
out
throw you out the window?
Going down 2 flights of stairs. I mean, that's
I mean,
pretty
I'd rather have that quick shit than fucking
Quick shit.
hang me by a
Yeah,
hook,
she
cut
doesn't
my
look.
arm.
She doesn't look as terrifying as freaking.
Excuse
Leatherface.
me?
I don't think she looks as terrifying.
Reagan from The Exorcist does not look as terrifying
No,
as
I
that.
don't think so. I'd be like, listen here, you ugly little girl.
Hell no.
You got some big balls.
I do feel that I can take Reagan over fucking Leatherface.
Come on,
I mean,
priest took her. The priest took her.
I mean, that's just how I would feel. I think that I could probably somehow take her.
I feel that way too.
But fucking-
Yeah, everyone
But
here
Leatherface,
can beat,
nah.
like a little teenager.
I'm not even gonna
We
try
like
with
the
her.
We're
priest
talking
in
about
Scary
a
Movie.
demon, though. We're
No,
talking
I know, I get it, but it's like she's still a girl. That's still like
No,
body of a girl.
with enhanced
Listen here, Valley.
abilities. I think we're giving each other too much credit. I don't know.
I mean, obviously we'd be scared shitless, but who can you punch the shit out of? Are you gonna punch the shit out of Leatherface or this little
I feel
12-year-old girl?
like I feel like she's
You
not
don't think
she's
push
not
shit
as
out of
scary.
Fucking then 2 seconds.
She's not as scary because I feel like there's actual hope of beating her. Like you do feel like you in your mind could overcome and like
He needs to be some
somehow.
holy person to go up against.
Yeah, but it's
that.
like,
I
see,
don't
there's.
see it.
Well, I consider
but
myself kinda
you have
holy,
to be
so-
freaking-
Think got a chance against
Maybe
Freddy.
not.
Leatherface.
All right, so the next film series that we're going to talk about is the Nightmare on Elm Street. We got Freddy Krueger, originated from 1984. It's another Wes Craven film. It had Johnny Depp's debut. As far as the Freddy movies, I did think they were scary when I was younger, but when it came to like Freddy versus Jason, I mean, it wasn't scary or anything, but I did think Freddy Krueger was a pretty cool character because he gets you in your dreams. I mean, you can't really escape that. You're gonna fall asleep at one point. You can't really, avoid that. So I really did like the character. I like that he has, the claws, yeah, whatever you want to call it. It was a pretty cool character. And even the remake that they came out with in 2010, it was alright. A lot of people didn't like it, but it was okay. So Alex, how about you? Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, your first experience with it?
I like my first experience. I don't remember, but I just remember it always being like a thing. It's Freddy. I don't remember watching like the movie or anything, but I like the character. I mean, that's really what's mostly memorable about it, is that he's just in your dreams and all this shit.
Was it scary to you?
Oh, this shit.
It wasn't scary
well,
to you?
yeah, as a kid, obviously that kind of shit's scary to you, but because you have nightmares, about it, and that's what it's about.
And it's
in
on
your
Elm Street.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I think if I were to watch it now, though, it wouldn't really be scary. I would just like, I don't know, because as a kid you get scared easily, but now I don't know. I don't think it would be scary anymore.
Like he does some like creepy stuff like within a dream, like he does some supernatural shit.
Yeah.
Like when he turns into like a fucking giant worm or some
Snake
shit.
thing. Do you
Or
remember
yeah.
that? Do you remember that? in the
Yeah,
movies?
that's right, the Horror Nights thing.
I was like, what the am I looking at right now? Yeah,
So
that was weird.
I thought that shit was funny and cool. I liked it.
And it was like eating that toddler. Do you remember?
The hell?
It's like you see him as a snake, and then you go into the next room, and he's like, like eating a toddler. Do you
Nice.
remember his little feet were like kicking?
I think it was a toddler, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, fuck.
I was like, what is happening? Anyway,
So your thoughts on Freddy, Jessica?
I really like that series. I think it's really good. I think that the character is really memorable. I like his whole like reason he does it. It's like you sympathize with him almost. It's really
Yeah,
great.
you caught me for being a child molester.
Just
You're gonna
kidding.
kill me, rightfully so.
I don't know, he like
But it's
burns to death,
vengeance.
and it's so sad, and it's like, I don't know, it's crazy. And it's just terrifying, because like you're like, everybody sleeps.
What wasn't
It like gets to you, like how Jaws gets to you. Like everyone swims, like stuff like that. Like it's like terrifying. Unless you're Brian, then you don't swim. But just kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, so it's terrifying. I think it's really scary.
So I think, if I remember correctly, I think in the original Nightmare on Elm Street, I think Freddy Krueger killed the kids, and in the remake, he was a child molester. I think.
Yeah,
From
that's
what I
what I'm saying.
remember.
Wasn't he like framed? or
I
something?
thought he was always a child molester.
I don't remember if he was a child molester in the original
That's
or
why I
if he
said you
killed.
sympathize with him, not because it's child.
If he
molesting.
killed
No.
the
Oh,
kids.
that's what
thought
I was
it
gonna say,
'cause-
too.
No, I thought it was because he was like framed for something. He ran into a warehouse, and then like the
He
mob
was,
came.
he was never framed for anything.
Oh.
No,
And then I
he
thought like
was
the
a
mob
bad
came and they were
person.
like,
No, he was
"We
evil."
hate you," and
The
then they,
parents
like,
of the
burnt him.
kids took matters into their own
Oh,
hands.
just kidding. I
like
redact
everyone
that
here
statement.
would do. Like if the courts
Yeah.
and the police aren't gonna do anything,
Justice.
let's get your pitchforks and let's get this
Yeah.
fucker.
Yeah.
My bad. Burn him.
I'm not condoning any mob violence.
So about that, Brian. So what are your thoughts on Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy Krueger?
I really liked the first one. I thought Freddy vs. Jason was hilarious. It was a fun time. Those Nightmare on Elm Street movies are really scary up until you see Freddy. Then it's like, it's funny. Like this
Yeah,
good
'cause
stuff
he has
that
a sense
does.
of
Like,
humor.
oh, it's just you.
Yeah,
Very
there's
dark
good stuff
sense
that
of
he
humor.
does. He's like really coming after them. Like, yeah, it's fucked up. But I think the horror more comes when you can tell the person is dreaming, and you don't know when he's gonna come out. So that's really scary. But when he does come out, it's like, it's Freddy. It's funny.
Yeah, I think is he the only one with a sense of humor from everyone?
Chucky, dude.
Oh, Chucky.
Chucky's
And
hilarious.
it's kind of
Especially in the later
relatable
ones,
because
newer
it's like
ones.
we've all had like that thought, like if you die in your dream, you die for real type thing,
the
Have
Matrix.
those moments when you like wake up because you feel like you were falling or like something really scary.
I'm pretty
happened.
badass in my dreams, so I can kick that fucker down.
You never have that dream when you're like running and all of a sudden you're running so slow and you're like, what the hell?
I hate
And
that.
It's like,
Or you
It's, like,
punch
the
something
worst.
and you feel so
yeah,
weak.
and if they're like, hey,
No, I'm joking. No, I
SpongeBob,
would
like.
get killed.
Oh, okay.
All you fuckers with
Everybody
that.
just come and
How about you, Jacob? Your thoughts on Nightmare on Elm Street? Thoughts on Freddy Krueger? Your first experience with Freddy?
My first experience with Freddy was when I went to a Halloween party. I was like 5. I was just Obi-Wan. And my
So cute.
older cousin Junior was dressed as Freddy and he was chasing me around the fucking front yard. I was terrified. There's video footage of it. And you see like my other cousin Christian chasing him in the Batman costume.
And then he put on his costume, and then you're like, oh shit.
But yeah, he always had the Freddy outfit, so it scared the shit out of me. So when I saw the movie, it already kind of scared me. And then I saw his sense of humor.
There was some trauma behind
Yeah, there's some trauma behind that shit.
yeah.
Do they ever explain how like he was a normal guy that did all this bad shit, but how does he get in people? How does he get in people's dreams again? Did they explain that?
He's dead.
They don't
Fucking
really
sends him
explain
back. He's like,
anything.
go
Yeah, so they don't really explain how he gets his powers or whatever. I don't really think you need to know. I mean, all right. So the next film series is Child's Play or Chucky. Originally came out from 1988, I believe. I think it was late 80s. And now they're working on a new Child's Play movie, a complete reboot. And they're also doing a Child's Play TV series with the original creator and I think with the original voice actor Brad Dourif. Yeah. But the remake, they just released a photo of the new Chucky. He kind of looks CGI. I don't know if it's CGI or not.
Looks more like porcelain or some shit.
Yeah, he looks like really clean and shit. But I don't know if it's CGI or if it's an actual doll. But we'll see what happens with that one.
Is it still Brad Dourif?
No, not for the reboot.
What the
Not
fuck?
for the reboot. I don't know who they're gonna cast for the voice this time, but
Maybe that guy that played it. That'd be cool.
Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah. All right, cut that bullshit out.
Cricket.
Denzel would have been better.
Anyways,
Denzel?
so Chucky is one of those characters that's just like a fun horror icon, I guess. He's not. I don't really think he was scary. I think maybe when I first saw him when I was a little kid, like 5-6 years old, I thought it was scary then. But he started to getting more comedic in the movies. He was, telling a lot of more jokes and more dark humor and stuff like that. Alex, your thoughts on Child's Play, Chucky, your first experience with
I agree. I think like as a little kid, you're scared of him because I mean, you would always see like that they actually made a doll of it. But the one I remember seeing a lot was the first one. And I think it was Seed of Chucky, where he has like a kid that doesn't like know
It was fucking horrible.
boy or girl. Yeah, so that's why I wasn't really scared of it. But I mean,
like running down the street.
yeah.
Pinocchio.
But I mean, this is kind of more. I'd have to say on the bottom of my list. They're fun to watch because it's like a little doll killing people. But
Little dog.
as for everyone else, I think this would be more on the bottom of my list.
And then in Seed of Chucky is actually directed by the creator of Chucky. So he created the character, he wrote all the other prior movies, and they finally let him direct the movie, and he directed Seed of Chucky,
And the worst one.
the worst one. Yes. Jessica, your thought?
Okay. By far the most horrifying movie ever. So scary, so scarred. I think it was like the first scary movie I've ever seen. And of course, at the time I see it, I had a Cabbage Patch doll that had red hair and red shoes. And and I like as soon as I watched it, like I wasn't allowed to watch it obviously, but I like snuck into the living room and my brother was watching it. And I was like watching it from the hallway, and I was like terrified. So I went to my room and then I threw away that Cabbage Patch doll, which I wanted for so long. I threw it away.
Poor doll.
And then I threw
then
it
it
away in
came
the
back.
kitchen, and then I went to sleep. Woke up the next morning and it was sitting on my dresser.
Fuck that.
And I was like, ah! And I was screaming, and my mom came in, and I was like, "Did you take this doll? Like, did you put it here?" And my mom said, "No."
Oh!
Yeah, so I don't know if she was just telling me that.
No,
and then,
somebody
like,
saw it and they put it back.
That's
in.
probably
Oh,
your
my
brother.
brother,
Yeah.
probably my brother. So I freaked out, and I like threw it away again when nobody was home, like outside.
Should have burned it.
And then, I don't know, weeks later, I was cleaning my room and then I found its little red shoe and I was like almost crying. Like it was so scary.
Yeah, because I know you won't watch Chucky. Right?
No, I'm so
Which I
scared
find
of
weird. Like,
To
it's
this
not even
day,
that
you
bad.
won't watch one?
He
But
scares
there's some
the crap
trauma
out of
behind
me.
that.
I would have put that doll next to your bed,
No,
like right next
I
to
will
you.
smack you. And his like laugh is so terrifying, and his scream.
It's Brad
Like when
Dourif.
he runs towards you, he's like, oh!
When he's all pissed off and
Yeah.
he does that
he, like,
facial
shakes his
expression.
head all crazy.
So what would you do if your boyfriend snuck a Chucky doll into the bed and
Oh
you
my
woke
god,
up?
I don't know.
right next to
I don't know.
So
Just
what about the
end
reboot?
of
Are you gonna watch it?
relationship.
Really?
I don't know. Oh my god.
Are you gonna
I'd
watch
be
the
like-
reboot?
I'd probably just cry. Maybe now, like as an adult, so I can see like how silly it is.
She walks out
Yeah.
crying.
You know, watch it be even scarier and like, because then I saw. I think like the most recent one I saw was like the Bride of Chucky. And I was like, this is stupid.
That one's
I got
funny.
This.
I like that
Yeah,
It's funny.
I was like, this isn't scary.
Not
But
scary.
When you go back to like the other ones, it's really scary. I hate it.
Brian, your thoughts?
I think the only two memorable ones were the first one, Child's Play, and Bride of Chucky. Bride of Chucky was hilarious. I really enjoyed watching that movie. It was funny. It's a different Chucky than the first one, but you know they're both pretty good. The first one is fucking terrifying. I really like that one.
It's the first one that has the face all fucked up because he's been blown up and
Yeah.
torched and all this
they
other
do a
shit.
pretty good mix of like an actual person, a little person dressed as Chucky, jumping down the fireplace.
Oh, and the running scenes
running
when he's
scenes,
running. Yeah.
that is terrifying.
Yeah, that was cool.
Is that the one where he gets the scars? Like
Nah.
the stitching and all that
No,
shit?
that's after he gets
That's-
like thrown into the fan or something.
No, because he just gets fucked up in the other two movies all the time. He gets blown
Oh.
up or gets cut up or shot at or
And he
fucking
can't die.
Melted.
torched or
Just
something.
that the guy put his spirit into the doll, so he can't really die, right? He keeps coming back.
He's trying to find a kid to put his transfer his soul
They can,
to.
he can die.
Charles Lee Ray
Which is
is the
scary.
serial
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah.
But
And then the name of the doll is scary. Good guy. Like, you're not a good guy.
Charles Lee Ray is a fucking serial killer name.
Yeah. He's like a voodoo serial killer guy.
but yeah, it's probably the weakest slasher in the bunch.
Jacob, your thoughts on Chucky and Child's Play movies?
The only ones I could actually watch right now is the first one and Bride, and probably the newest one, Cold. I was like kind of cool. Had pretty cool moments.
The straight to DVD ones?
Yeah. No, it was on Netflix.
Straight to
Oh,
the
even
never-
worse.
First day too.
Wait, what's it called?
Cold.
Cold.
Chucky.
That was kind of cool. But my first experience with it was when I went to the video store with my dad and Brian, and they're picking out movies, and I picked out Child's Play because I'd never seen it.
First one?
Yeah, the first one.
That was like a kids movie or
No,
something?
I just always seen pictures of Chucky. And I
Imagine this.
wanted to watch a movie. I didn't even finish. I think got like. So it was so important. I stopped watching it. It was too scary. And they returned the next day, so I never finished it. Till like years later. I was like maybe like 13 when I first saw it. Like from start to finish, it wasn't that scary, but it was pretty creepy.
When did that come out?
88.
Yeah,
Really?
the-
I was probably
yeah, I think it's
like,
88.
I was
Late
probably,
80s.
like 7 when I saw it. 6, something like that.
I think little doll movies mostly work on like younger people.
Yeah.
Because they probably have a doll somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. freaking
Like on their
Cabbage Patch.
dresser.
So the last slasher film we're going to talk about is the classic Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. And
Hitchcock.
It's cat. We're mature here. Oh my god. It's you.
Sorry, I was trying not to laugh because I didn't want to break it, but the way you said it was just
You know,
really
you're
funny.
like, it's cat.
so I never got the chance to see the original Psycho in theaters, and I really wanted to. I actually saw the 1998 version with Vince Vaughn. I actually saw that movie first before seeing the original. And the 1998 version was a shot-by-shot remake, which was really like no point to really remaking the movie if you're going to do it exactly shot-by-shot. But that was my first experience with Psycho. But then I did end up seeing the original, and it was shot-by-shot. But, I mean, obviously that was the first one, so...
Well, that being said, which one do you like better?
Well, I'm going to say the original. I mean, it's the same thing, but... Like I said, shot-by-shot, but I'm going to say the original. The 1960 version, but
Is it
but
in
that was
black and
my
white,
first
too?
experience with Psycho. The
It's not in black
original
and white.
slasher. What?
It's not in black and white. The remake.
The remake? No.
Oh.
So I mean, I guess that's different. I guess,
And you get Vince Vaughn.
and then you get the actors that are different, obviously, but it's shot by shot, different director.
I think we're drinking it every time you say shot by shot.
Shot
I
by
saw
shot.
it in theater first.
So yeah, so Alex, your experience with Psycho?
First time I saw it in theaters, that was really cool. Cause I mean, I had always seen like obviously the scene in the shower and the music. What the fuck is so funny? I mean, I had always seen like obviously the shot of the mom's corpse like turning on the chair and the music and the shower scene, but seeing it all put together like in the whole movie, that was really cool. I mean, first time experiencing it on the big screen was really cool, and I think I liked it way more than I would have if I just saw it at home.
Did you see it with a big group of people?
I don't think so.
Or even alone.
You were alone in the
No,
theater?
I wasn't alone. No, there was a lot of people in the theater
Yeah, that's
But
what I
did
meant.
you go alone?
by myself, like me, just
That's
me.
what alone means.
What the fuck is going on?
Pretty much.
There was a lot of people in the theater, and I went with a couple friends.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. But that was the first time you saw Psycho. You haven't seen the remake?
That was the first. No, I have not seen the remake.
Okay, well, yeah, that's good. So my mistake was that I saw the remake first, but because it was in theaters. But Jessica, how about you? Your experience with Psycho, the original or remake, whatever?
The shot by shot.
Yeah, it's a shot by shot.
I think it's good. I liked it. The score is good. The thrillingness of it. The actors, movie magic, classic. I liked it. It was good.
Brian?
I'm a big fan of Alfred Hitchcock. I really love the first, the original Psycho, 1961. I didn't see it in theater, but yeah, it's really good.
Jacob, your thoughts on the original Psycho or the remake? Have you seen both?
I haven't seen the remake, and I'm not a big fan of the original. I think it's kind of boring.
The fuck?
I saw it, the first time I saw it was from DVD. I was on DVD, I watched it by myself. And took 2 sittings, but I finished Psycho and I didn't like
2
it.
sittings, not even that long.
I know, I got bored.
I know it's not that the pacing isn't bad.
No, it's not.
I just got bored during it and I decided to do something else.
I think that's the charm of seeing it in the theater. Like you go, you
like, if I was
pay, and
forced
you're
to watch
gonna
it in the big
focus.
screen, it would have been better. But just watching on DVD, I was bored with it, so I don't care so much for the Psycho movies.
Is there more than one beside the remake? Is
like
there like
2.
sequels?
Yeah, there's like 3 Psycho movies. Like,
Fuck.
so there's the original, then they made Psycho 2, Psycho 3, and then they made the remake with Vince Vaughn.
House of Psycho.
I never seen the second or third one. But yeah, it's a very good slasher film or whatever.
I haven't
like
seen
the
the
first one.
remake, but the original Norman Bates, I'm sure is better than the Vince Vaughn.
Yeah,
There's one scene that was probably the most terrifying scene that just really gets you. For me, is when was the person that's going up the stairs, and just out of this door when you're coming up the stairs, something just there's like a camera angle from just on top, like it's like a bird eye view, and something comes out. Well, obviously, spoiler.
yeah, well, yeah.
Comes out. That was a really terrifying scene. It was shot really well for the time, 1960.
Yeah.
Like when it's going down.
Oh, he just runs out, right? He runs towards.
You run, yeah. Like
Stabs him in the eye and
and
shit.
drag, yeah.
I think I remember that.
A great twist, great twist. All right, so that concludes the horror flick talk of slasher films. Again, I'm doing the Funko Pop giveaway. Make sure you follow the instructions. Must have a mailing address within the United States. Must be a subscriber. And make sure you pay attention to the sounds that I dropped somewhere in the video. Make sure you don't comment the answers on there, for your benefit. And make sure you're following me on Instagram, Backyard Flicks. And the email address is backyard_pictures@yahoo.com. And that's going to conclude the video here. Thank you, Alex, Jessica, Brian, and Jacob for joining me in this slasher video, Flick Talk podcast style. And thank you very much for watching and listening. And I'll see you guys next time.